Now, a rather special place, the National Star College in Gloucestershire, has been celebrating its 50th anniversary today.
For half a century, it's helped transform the lives of hundreds of students with physical and learning disabilities. Our Gloucester reporter, Steve Knibbs, is there for us as well. Tonight, Steve.
Hi Alex. Yeah, hi Alex. Beautiful evening here as well. You can see the old manor house behind me. This is where it all started back in 1967. There were just 10 students then, but it's transformed over the last 50 years, not just on this site, but right across the country as well. And the birthday celebrations have been in full swing as well. Lots of dancing, lots of singing. I can tell you this lot know how to dance actually and let their hair down. It's all calm now. But over the last 50 years, of course, attitudes, opportunity, technology has changed. And we've been to meet 2 students whose lives were changed by coming to National Star.
50 years ago, much was different. Alongside art, English and social studies, typing was a vital subject, officially recorded here as useful therapy and an important means of communication. The fire escape was also pretty basic.
Ranjit Bamra was a student here in the mid-1970s and remembers attitudes to him and his friends in wheelchairs were often very different outside of college.
I went to a cinema and they had no seating for wheelchair users. I had to be taken out of my chair, sat in a normal seat, and the person with me said, "What happens if there's a fire?" He said, "Well, he'll be the last one out." So that was the sort of attitude you had in the 70s.
But what Star gave then, and still does today, was opportunity. Encouraged by his art teacher, Ranjit fell in love with painting and has become a leading mouth artist.
Gave me the confidence to stand on my 2 feet, if I can use that pun. Not that I've ever stood on my 2 feet, but it does. In the Star, you had to be strong character because there were a lot of strong characters there at the time. And I think being able to stand up for yourself, being able to fend for yourself, put your point across, is what gives you the confidence later on in life to be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve.
5 years now.
From its early days, National Star has helped to pioneer assistive technology. What was once large, slow and clunky is now portable, with software helping students with everyday tasks. Lorna Ellery was a student in the 70s with aspirations to be a typist, but only having the use of one hand meant holding down the shift key was a problem.
That one was out on the lawn.
So Peter Redfern, an engineering apprentice, was brought in to design a special pedal she could use. And today, they've met for the first time in over 40 years.
When you took your foot off, the spring brought it back up.
When he brought it, I just couldn't believe that it would work. But it did. We had 2 or 3 goes, but it wasn't long at all before it made all the difference to me, and I used it right through the Star Centre and the first 2 or 3 years of work until I got an electric typewriter.
To listen to what Lorna's done and the difference it made to her for her working life and could hold down a job in typing pools is an absolute magic feeling.
Today, National Star has grown, working with 1,500 students a year right across the country. But the focus hasn't changed in half a century, offering opportunities for everyone to fulfil their aspirations. Well, I'm pleased to say that with me now is David Ellis, the Chief Executive, and also first-year student Alicia Williams. David, first of all, we spoke about it earlier, it's difficult to sum up the achievements of National Star in 50 years, but go on, give it a try.
Well, I think you just look at the numbers. I mean, you said earlier that we started with 10 students in 1967, and this year we're dealing with over 1,500 students a year, so it's the scale of the operation that's increased significantly.
We also talked a lot about attitudes, technology, opportunity changing, but there are still huge challenges in terms of the provision that the National Star offers is still in great demand. I mean, how do you make it more available to everybody else?
Well, it is in great demand, and we've got a waiting list. We usually have a waiting list for students who want to come here. I mean, part of it is National Star supporting local providers to skill up the staff in mainstream colleges and schools to help them. Part of it is about National Star expanding its work, and we've opened up new services in Hereford and in Wales very recently, and we're looking at other areas where we can open up a new National Star premises.
Well, Alicia, you made it in. Tell us the difference that it's made to you. You're only in your first year.
It's made a spectacular difference because I've achieved a lot, met a lot of new friends and that kind of thing.
And what's it going to mean for you in the future? This is all about independent living, integration and living your own life, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and like I'm doing this interview today, and I want to carry on campaigning for people like me and telling them that it's okay to, like, if you're stuck, it's okay, because people will be there to help you at the end, and somewhere like National Star helped me. I mean, I was in the same school for about 10 years, so it was a big move for me to be made, but I decided to leave a year early because I thought if you don't leave a year early, you're not going to do it.
Well, Alicia, I know it's made a real difference to you and all your friends and colleagues that we met as well today. David, thanks for joining us. Short but sweet, but plenty of inspirational stuff here at the Star College that we report on, and all that campaigning as well. And there's more from the Star College on BBC Breakfast tomorrow morning here on BBC One.
Thank you, Steve. That was recognition indeed, wasn't it?